the Muttaqin, the righteous Muslim. And that's our job. That's our job. That is our calling. That is what we are supposed to be. Sometimes we may not be ready to call somebody to this way of life. We may not be sophisticated in our language enough to persuade them. Because sometimes when you're going out here today's time, people are quite smart when it comes to atheism. But they're dumb in the path they're following. They swear up and down, hey, you can't tell me, I don't see nothing, all this type of garbage. They don't believe in Allah, they don't believe in God. But they run around like chickens with a head cut off in their daily lives. They don't have any guidance. What makes go back? What did that verse say? This is the book, and it is guided sure, without doubt. Guided sure, without doubt. Who then live Muttaqin? For who? The Muttaqin. The one who is striving for taqwa. In other words, the righteous Muslim. That's who the book is for. If you're crooked, the Quran ain't going to guide you if you're crooked. Mm-hmm. If you're not Muslim, crooked ain't the Quran is not a guide for you. Quran ain't no more some paper. It ain't no more than a love story. It's just a book if you ain't going to follow it. In this book, the Quran tells us to read it every day. It tells us to read the Quran. The Quran, Surah number 17, ayat 78, 79, and 80. It tell you the times of the prayer, and it tell you to recite the Quran. Read the Quran at the time of the morning prayer. In other words, every time we perform Fajr, we should not only we recite Quran in our salat, we read Quran at the end of the salat. When I say in it, after you finish performing salat, we should read this book every day. Every day. We don't leave home without it. When I say we don't leave home without it, I'm saying if we're going out of town 2 or 3 or 4 days, we don't leave without our Quran. If we leave out in the morning, come back in the afternoon, come back late that night, it may not be necessary to take the Quran with you. It may not be necessary because you're going to get back and read before you go to bed. Or you're going to read it the next morning when you get up. But when you move, you change the residence. Or you're going to be gone for 2 or 3 days, you should have your Quran. A Muslim should never be without his Quran. Constantly reciting the Quran. Constantly trying to put himself in line with the Quran. Because if you say you're a Muslim, and you're not studying your Quran, what are you? Because when you became Muslim, after you touched Shahada, you had to learn what? You had to learn the articles of faith. Matter of fact, you had to learn the articles. You were taught the articles of faith before you even took your Shahada. Right? You were taught the articles of faith. And we have to believe in Allah, believe in His angels, believe in His prophets, and believe in His books. Now, if we say we believe in the book, why we leave the book behind where every time we go? We don't pick the book up. We stood up and told a lie. And that's the reason so many Muslims can't get their act together. They can't find out what, they just as misled and just as misguided as any non-Muslim. The non-Muslim out there, he said there ain't no God. Ayat number 1.